and welcome back. My name is Vallotton, and I am so excited to be speaking to you today about fearless affection. Affection. Maybe you grew up in a home where you received healthy amounts of affection, where you had a mom that would give you a warm embrace and a dad that would kiss you on the forehead and tell you that he loved you. But maybe you didn't grow up in a home like that. Maybe you grew up in a home where affection was almost extinct, where you never had your dad give you a hug or your mom give you a kiss goodnight. The truth is, affection is one of the key ways as human beings that we get to outwardly express the inward emotion of love, appreciation, and affection that we have for somebody. Yet we live in a world where affection has often become twisted and touch has often been over-sexualized, where it feels confusing and we're not sure how to show affection or to even receive affection. It can feel scary and daunting, and how do we approach this in a pure and healthy way? But it was the Lord's intent that we would show affection. It tells us in 2 Corinthians to greet each other with a holy embrace. And it's obvious through all of Scripture that this is how Jesus showed affection towards people. He was an affectionate person that greeted people with love and appreciation, and he humbled himself in such a pure way to do so. One of my favorite examples of this in the Bible is the story of the Last Supper, when Jesus gathered all of his disciples, and he knelt low, and he kneeled down, and he washed each and every one of his disciples' feet, not expecting anything in return. He was simply there to show them his love and appreciation towards them, to serve them. I think that's the key right there. The way that we show affection is to not receive anything in return. It's not to get one of our own needs met, but it's to show the other person our love and appreciation for them. Yet we live in a world where sometimes that's not the case. Often touch is a way that we get our own needs met, right? Because affection is a core human need. To feel loved and wanted and needed, you need that as a human being. But often that gets so twisted. So if you've found yourself wondering, how do I approach the affection or showing people affection in a way that feels pure and right, that doesn't feel awkward and scary, I would encourage you to ask the Lord, what would it look like to show somebody affection in a brotherly or in a sisterly way? Think about the way that you would show affection to your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister. That's the same way you can show affection to your guy friend, and know that it's coming from a pure place where you're not getting your own need met, but you're truly just showing them that you love them and that you appreciate them. And if maybe you grew up in a home where affection wasn't shown and it feels scary and daunting, I would encourage you to ask the Lord, why does it feel scary? Why does this feel awkward for me? Why can't I receive affection? And ask him, what would it look like to have this part of my heart healed so that I can give and receive affection in a pure and a healthy way? Because the world has tried to twist it and over-sexualize it, but the Lord intended it for a good purpose in our life. So it's time that we take that back and we express affection to one another in a holy and a pure way, that we greet each other with a holy embrace.